Mariano.
So we have some great news. It's huge.
Exciting.
Yeah, very, very, very exciting. So we made the decision to change brokerages, and we are now with Coldwell Banker.
Yay.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
The resources are amazing. The support that we've had, and it's only been a week. We met with them a week ago and then signed on Friday morning. Yeah, and the support's been amazing, and the transition was very easy.
Yeah.
They made everything very easy, very seamless. So yeah, that's our little news for the day.
It's big news, super exciting.
Caldwell Banker Realty, Central Brandon.
Yes.
That's the office name. On Bloomingdale Ave in Brandon, Florida.
Yep. Our info's still the same, phone number's still the same, emails have changed slightly, but you could still use the old emails, but we're going to post it down below so you can definitely get in touch with us.
Oh, I forgot I have to update all that information.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta remember to do that before we post.
So,
I'll do it.
But, we still don't have a team name.
We don't. But did you see that list that came out this week from Terrence with all the top? There were the Golden Girls.
Yes.
There were some really funny, good team names on there.
I found one on Instagram, two brothers that are bald, and it's called the Bald Brothers.
Do you think that's going to work?
No.
I mean,
I
can't think of two reasons why it wouldn't
I wanted
work.
to play on the bald thing, but somebody beat me to it.
The Bald and the Beauty?
Beauty and the Beast. That would be Beauty and the Beast.
But you wanted to play on the bald, so.
Well, all right. The Bald Eagle and I don't know. We need to come up with something. So for now, we're just keep going. Maybe this is the thing.
What do you mean?
Not having a name.
Not having a name. Well, we could not have a name.
That's
something we forgot to talk to Sherry about.
I saw a movie not that long ago called Nobody. Was it called
I've
Nobody?
ever heard of that.
I don't know. They kept asking the guy, "Who are you?" and he kept on saying,
Nobody.
"Nobody."
That's great.
So,
Nobody.
We might just be nobody. I know we're somebody.
The Nobodies.
Oh Lord.
Again, stupid names.
We come up with all the bad crap that you can possibly think of, but we just can't come up with
good ones.
A good one. So anyway, what do you want to talk about today?
How about how hard it is?
Yes.
It's the super secret of real estate agents, I think, because if you think about it, they talk about it amongst themselves.
Yeah.
But they don't actually share it.
And a lot of people out there think that
it's super easy,
and that realtors are rolling in it right now. And while some of them are,
but they've been in the business for years.
Yep. While some of them are, we're not. And I guess we wanted to give our take on
a realistic view.
Right. I mean, yes, you have social media life, and then you have reality. And our reality really is not all the glamour that you see on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and everything else that people are posting. While I would love to be posting that kind of stuff, the reality is that we cannot post that because it's just not happening for us.
No, it's been 6 and 7 months since we've joined this world, and it's difficult. It really, really is difficult if you don't have a sphere, and neither one of us really do in this area because we've both moved to the Tampa area in the end of 2019, and then COVID hit, so it made things very hard to build up relationships with people to be able to segue into this industry. And hey, do you want to sell your house? It's, we don't want to knock on people's doors because that's just passé. It's old. It's not the way we think things need to be done at this point.
Yeah, and while old school may still work, meaning door knocking, cold calling, all of the traditional stuff, I think that in 2021 there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
What is that way? And this is what we're trying to find out. And as new agents going up against a lot of seasoned agents, very experienced agents, I think being newly into the business, you can bring a lot of new ideas, fresh ideas, new blood, while we're not spring chickens. We
have experience.
We have experience, just not in this arena. But again, for me, particularly coming from the luxury watch world and selling a $50,000 watch and selling a $2 million house, the process is the same. The paperwork is different, but
a lot different.
Engaging with someone and talking to someone and getting their needs and wants and doing all that is the same.
Right. Now, just because we're new to this industry doesn't mean we don't know anything about it. I need to put that out there, because a lot of agents will say, just don't put it out there. Don't let them know you're new. Don't let them know. But we've each bought houses. We've each sold houses. We've been through the process on both sides. We know the frustration and the struggles and the challenges on both sides. So I don't think it's fair for agents to say that to newer agents, because both of us have been in retail of some sort for most of our lives. Mm-hmm. I was more on a corporate side as I got older. Mariano stayed within the actual retail side of it, being in the stores and working with the customers. I was on the other end in the distribution side. So that service aspect is still there, and it's what's highly important in this industry too. But we've had a lot of training, and a lot of it, at least for me, when we were going through some of it, I'm like, oh yeah, I dealt with that before. Or, oh yeah, I bought an REO, my first house, so I know that it's time consuming. I know that it's challenging. I know that you have to sign a 9-foot stack of papers at closing. That's not fun. And there are things that seasoned agents come up against that they've never come up against, especially in this market.
Yep.
So I don't care if you're in the business 30 years or 3 months. You're always going to find something different.
You're going to come up with situations now, like we were just talking about this last week, the escalation clause.
Yes.
When in the hell was the last time the escalation clause was used?
Right.
It's starting to happen now, more and more and more.
Because of the way the market is.
Offers, multiple offers, and offers going
way
$20,000,
over.
$30,000, $40,000, $50,000 over asking, and then what happens to the appraisal and anything above and beyond the appraisal, who pays for that? And a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
And the ones that do kind of,
they've dealt with it once or twice in their career, because we've never, ever had a market like this.
Right.
I bought my house up north in Pennsylvania in 2009. So it was right in the middle of that crash. It was an REO. It was empty for 3 years. 3 years. Whoever had owned it tried to flip it. Did a very bad job at it. I got it at a stupid price. I really did. I'm not going to lie. I got very, very lucky. I loved that house. But it taught me a lot about the process.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot about dealing with an agent and a lender who I didn't get to select because it was an REO. And then on the other side, you've got foreclosures that could possibly be coming up, short sales that could possibly be coming up. We have never dealt with one of those, but it's not to say we can't do it.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely
a bit more paperwork.
Some of the seasoned agents
and
haven't done that either.
Yes, true.
Because of things that are happening today didn't happen 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago.
Not even in that blow up in 2009.
Not even in that blow up. That blow up was completely different.
Yeah.
Again, I wasn't in real estate during that blow up. I was actually making more money 2008, 2009 than I've ever made in my life.
Same.
I mean, there were some weeks that it was insane. I'm watching some of my friends lose their business, their homes, and I'm making more money than I've ever made before. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is crazy.
It's almost like survivor's guilt in that sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, it's our perspective of being relatively new in the business. This business it's not easy. And if it were easy, everybody would be doing it. And while I'm not going to lie, it was hard studying and taking the state exam and nerve-wracking and passing, I think it was a little too easy, and they make it too easy for anybody to get their real estate license. And I see a lot of the seasoned agents knocking on the new ones because, oh, you got your license because the market's hot. Well, that's not why I got my license.
Me neither.
Because I've always loved real estate. So for me, I wanted to do something different and be able to help somebody find a house, buy a house, sell one, buy one, put them somewhere.
Invest one.
Invest.
It's the biggest purchase
Of your
most
life.
Americans make. Most people, no matter where you are, make. And it's huge. And
so getting in the business had a purpose.
it did. Yeah. And it's helping people, you know.
Not because the market's hot and we're going to make a killing, because I can assure you, from my perspective, I'm not making a killing doing real estate.
And this is something that I've considered for the last 20 years. Never got into it because I was a single parent. And it's scary because you're doing this and it's commission only. There's no set salary every 2 weeks. You have to pay for your own medical insurance. You have to have certain car insurance by law, certain minimums on your car to be able to do this, because you're putting customers in your car at times.
Maybe
to go
not
show
now
them a house.
during COVID. But,
Right.
You know.
But there are minimums that have to be required. And for the testing, I don't know that it was... So I think they did not teach us anything practical. It was all legal. And it's all information you have to know. It really, truly is at some point.
For the sake of passing the exam.
Correct.
Not for what we're doing now on a daily basis, because
it was nothing practical.
I didn't learn anything from that.
No.
That I'm actually using now.
And that's where finding the right brokerage comes in. And while we had a great experience at our other brokerage, we're finding this one to be a bit more superior. I mean, obviously they have a lot more resources because they've been in business since 1912 or 1909, 06. It's forever.
Yeah.
So they have resources in place. They've got processes in place. They have a phenomenal legal team. So if we have questions, we just pick up the phone and say, hey, I've come across this scenario. How does this affect my buyer? How does it affect my seller? How can I help make this situation easier?
Yeah. Help us so we can help them.
Right. So I don't care if you're in the business 5 months, 5 minutes, 50 years. You do not know everything.
Nope.
And if any agent ever tells you that,
they're lying.
They're lying through their teeth.
Yeah.
This is, and it is difficult. And I think that's why, I think it was 75% of people that get into the business leave within the first year because they don't understand how difficult it's going to be. I got into it knowing it was going to be hard. I truly did.
I didn't.
I did not know it was going to be this hard.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. Again, coming from more of the corporate end, you need something marketing related. You send an email to the marketing department. You need a list of your top 50 clients that spent X in the last year. You pick up the phone, you call somebody, they send you the list. Now I'm doing everything.
Now we're tracking everything in
I'm
our
tracking.
CRM.
I'm running my social media. I'm the one making the phone calls. I'm the one we're doing everything ourselves.
Yep.
And it's hard. And while it's not impossible, right now it's possible because we're not really doing that much business. But when the business really starts to get going, which I know it will.
Yeah.
Not today or tomorrow, but I know it's going to hit the fan. And when it does, what do we do?
The positive, I think, of that for me is looking at that and going, okay, you know what? There's an agent that's coming on. They want to learn. That gives us the opportunity to help somebody grow.
Yeah.
But then we can also have them on a per diem basis, pay them per hour to take care of our social media, to take care of. So it's a win-win actually for me because I like helping people learn and do.
Same here.
And don't get us wrong, this is a very serious topic, and I think our most serious conversation yet.
Yeah.
On our videos, but we felt it needed to be shared because agents are just not talking about it. It's all perception is reality, but reality is reality.
Yeah. You still have to pay the bills.
Yeah. You have to pay the bills. You have to pay your insurance in, and it all just comes to us loving helping people
Yeah.
and why we got into this.
Yeah.
Because we both had pretty crazy experiences buying houses.
Yeah. So if you guys have any tips or questions or anything that we can help you with, or maybe you can help us with, our stuff is down below. So
yep. All the
definitely
updated stuff will be down below, actually.
Yeah. So definitely reach out, and we'll do the same.
Yeah.
Thanks,
definitely.
guys. We'll see you soon.
Have a good day.